Welcome back to St. Francis College. Dexter, Harry, and Bryan Fonseca here, and we are joined by the new women's basketball head coach, Linda Cimino. We heard you speak to everyone here on the live stream. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then just how excited are you to be here? Because you seem really excited and ready to go. How excited are you to be here?
I'm very excited. I love the city and I love the small community, and I'm really excited to get started with these student athletes and work for Irma and work with Glenn, and it's a great day, and I'm really happy to be back down here.
You did such a good job at Binghamton, where you came from. How does the experience that you had there and what you were able to do with that program translate into you coming here now? And do you hope to do the same thing?
I've been blessed with some great mentors and people that have helped me along the way, and it's baby steps. It's not an overnight fix, and it wasn't certainly at Binghamton. And Coach Thurston here has done a great job setting the foundation, and I'm hoping that I can continue to build on that and keep moving the program forward.
Now, you said you looked up to Irma Garcia, our athletic director, for many years. I kind of want to know more about that, you guys' friendship and whatnot, and maybe how that played into a factor of you coming here.
Before Binghamton, I was an associate director of athletics in SWA at Caldwell College in New Jersey. And in those circles, when you go to conventions and you go to seminars, you're in a circle of administrators, and you go to some women leadership programs and conferences in what used to be called NACWA. And I've come across Irma many a times. I've heard her speak, and I've just always looked up to her. I mean, as a strong female, Latino female, and she's a basketball player and coach previously. So in our world, she's a hero to us. She's somebody that you aspire to be like, and she's so warm and friendly. And every time you see her, she's she just makes you feel good, and you want to do the same to people. And Irma has that effect on people.
You also mentioned not just basketball, but wanting to inspire these players that you're going to start working with soon. How important is that to you? Just not even from an X's and O's standpoint, but having that impact on these young women off the court.
Yeah, in life and in sports, it's about relationships, and it's about communicating with people. And I had so many former players sitting here today, and they're lifelong friends, and that's what I want with our players. I want to have lifelong relationships, and as Pat Summitt always said, you win in life with people. I've had people inspire me and mentor me, and I'm excited to do the same for them.
For people who aren't familiar with your coaching style, what's your coaching philosophy? What can we expect to see this Terriers team play like next season?
I like our teams to play hard. No matter what's on the scoreboard, they're not going down without a fight. And I like to run. Obviously, the kids like to run, so you like to do what they like to do. And my teams have always shot a lot of 3-pointers. We're known for having good shooters and good inside presence. A little old school with the back to the basket post play, but I mix it up between zone and player to player defense.
And when you look at this Terriers roster, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of players, 7 seniors next year with a lot of experience. What do you think of this roster and some of the players that you've looked at from afar? What do you think of this roster, what you have next year?
They have a lot of the pieces, and they have a great point guard, a great shooter, and inside presence. I'm really excited to build on that, and the players play hard, and they're smart players. And, part of coaching is wanting to be around kids that have a high basketball IQ and that want to be in the gym. You want kids that want to be in the gym that aren't forced to be into the gym, and I think that these young women are those.
You said that you've had some success in the past recruiting in New York City. Now, being the head coach of a team in Brooklyn, do you feel like that's going to be maybe a little bit easier for you to try to convince some of those girls to stay home?
Well, we'll certainly try. There's a lot of great basketball here, and we're well connected to a lot of the high school programs and the AAU programs in the area, and I think that I'm going to try to continue to build on those relationships and develop new relationships and try to keep the local talent home.
And you mentioned this up when you were at the press conference, but the scrimmage that you had against St. Francis, that kind of impacted you a little bit. You even said that you might want to start recruiting in Australia more, but I'm wondering, what else could you take away from maybe that experience, and how could maybe build upon what you saw there to kind of help this team get to the best of their abilities?
It's no secret that the basketball court here isn't a big event center, right? It's not a big, huge arena, and I like that about it. I like that it has that home court advantage. When I was in college at Adelphi, we had that home court advantage, and I want players that are hungry and appreciative of the opportunity to, run through those walls and just really play hard for us. And I think that these young women will do that here, and I think they do that here. If I learned anything from that scrimmage, it was that the surroundings and all of that didn't come into play. As soon as they stepped on the court, it was basketball, and I'm excited about that.
Sounds to me like you've already embodied the Brooklyn Tough mantra that's here with the Terriers. That's a good thing. Well, Coach, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Linda Cimino, the 13th head coach in Terriers women's basketball history. She's looking to do a lot of great things starting in the fall. We'll be back with more on the Terriers Sports Network.